Got to change my view so I can see him. There he is.
Okay.
So how's Leavenworth today? I'll bet you it's hot.
Oh, it's hot. Hot, but it's nice down by the river.
Oh, good.
Nice and cool.
Okay. We are live.
All right. It's a little early, but we will, let's see, I'll get ready, I guess. Where's my, there we go.
Gallery view, that's what I want.
So I had notes, but I left them at home.
I forgot to ask, Bill gave me the updated minutes here, and I forgot to ask whether these are actually were sent to you yet.
No, they
Don,
were
do you
not.
know?
I just got it a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay. So I'll distribute at least two of them, and I'll leave a copy for Evan.
Okay, so what we got in the packet is not the updated one, or is it the updated?
The only difference is I just changed district secretary to myself instead of Chief Simmons
Oh,
on the
well, I
very
had
top
it.
second box.
Okay, it's 1900 hours. Let's call this meeting to order. Let me see. We got to be back here. I'm spoiled with two screens. No, one screen isn't working real well. There we go. Okay, so any changes to the agenda?
None from staff that I know of.
Okay, then we will adopt the agenda as presented. And any comments on the minutes of the previous meeting?
The one change to district secretary.
Okay, and I have one. If we go down to where we, under new business, under interim deputy chief, and the paragraph that starts Commissioner Merritt, last sentence in that.
Yes, probably an R between we and Abel.
Something like that.
Yeah, there's probably more than just that now that I read it.
Yeah, R would work there.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the only change I had. Minor editorial.
I had one, or actually two,
Okay,
under old biz, on number, where is this here? Oh, under, page 1 of 2, consultant agreement.
yes.
I thought maybe commissioner there should be capitalized.
It should.
Okay,
And then in, there, maybe this is the thing you folks were talking. I just can't find it here right now, but it was under second paragraph on page 5. I said, and it said like the second paragraph.
page 5. There's only 4 pages.
Yeah, the second paragraph, that's the one you took care of, Commissioner Merritt, right?
Yes.
I took, yeah. Okay. Those are the only two I had.
Okay.
With those corrections, I'll move we adopt the minutes.
Okay, I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Let's see, next on the list. Okay, so action items, financial, accounts payable. Any questions about our accounts payable today?
I don't have any questions.
I do not either. Commissioner Flaff, any questions?
Yes, I was looking at number 4.
Yes,
It looked like there was some refrigeration item that was worked on.
yes, we added to our reserve ambulance, the 4x4, we added a locking medical and narcotics box with a refrigeration unit, so it matched all of our other ones.
Okay, I was just concerned that maybe that was under warranty or something, but
No, it never had one.
it never had one. Okay, that was the only question I had about those.
Okay, with that, I'll make a motion to approve accounts payable and payroll, if there's no questions about payroll.
I have none. I'll
No
second.
questions.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. So that brings us to new business, fire chief contract. So commissioners had an opportunity to review the fire chief contract
I have.
and concerns.
I have it as well.
I did not have any concerns.
Okay,
I didn't have any concerns as well.
okay. I had in my notes, I had one, but I left my notes at home. Well, let me see if I can find it real quick. It was, I think, 7.1, maybe. 1. Yes. Employee will be evaluated. Yes, it's the first sentence in section 7.1. Oh, I'm sorry. Second sentence in 7.1.
Oh, with the extra butt in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably should say the evaluation process will be conducted by the board no later than, and take the button not out.
Well, just take the but out.
Okay.
That's fine. Or you can say no later than. Not later works. No later works. But the but is but. The but is superfluous. Not necessary.
I'll agree to that.
Okay, so are there any other changes, concerns, questions about that contract?
I have none.
All right, then I will move that we approve the chief's contract as presented with that one minor editorial change.
I'll second that.
I second that motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Passed. Okay. And that brings us to district staff comments.
Yes, just a couple things to update you on. We had our interviews for entry-level medics. 2 made it to the chief's interview, and we offered 1 conditional offer, and they've accepted as long as they pass their medical physical. So they'll be starting September 1st if everything goes well.
Right.
With that, he already has an academy, so we won't be sending him through the academy, but we'll still be hosting a regional academy at our facility, so we'll need to kind of work out some new details of how we'll get reimbursed for that. Unless the board has an issue, Chairman Smoker and I kind of talked about getting basically credits for future academies. might be the best option. And anybody have any other thoughts on that?
You say you that was one or two that you for jobs too.
One, offered one. Interviewed two, chief's interview, and offered one. And then the last thing is, last week I sent a letter to Skims, notifying them that we would withdraw from participation in the funding agreement for Skims for 2021. It's not really a big issue because they were planning on having a no rate anyways for 2021, and it's more putting them on notice that they need to figure out some of the issues that we have identified that are either not meeting WAC or not meeting other laws by 2022, or we will not participate with the funding at that time. Sent you guys all a copy of that letter, so if there's any questions on that.
None for me.
None for me.
Okay, and that's all I have.
Okay. Chief Simmons, final comments.
Well, I had a plan to make up this big speech. You guys know how I don't like speeches, but I was going to make up this big speech and go write down the list of all the things that we ever wanted to talk about. But the reality is, you know what? 34 years, 8 months, and 20 days has been enough for me to say, yeah, it's time to walk out the door. And I guess I got to start with, I've really enjoyed working with the board over the years. Of course, in whatever it was, 7, it started out kind of rough. Roger Portman and Commissioner Mark Hintz turned out to be two guys that I appreciated getting to work with over the years, and I think they helped the district out a whole lot. Jim, when you came in, you already had experience with this department, and you were just kind of a carryover, for crying out loud. You walked in already knowing all the issues, and we had already spoke many times about different things, and so you turned out to be an asset to me from the standpoint of you were calm, you wanted to think through things, and we walked through a lot of issues together, and we've become friends, and I hope we continue to have that friendship. Richard and Evan, you guys are the newcomers to this business, and the only thing that I'm going to say is walking out of here as a guy who's been here for 34 years is, this place runs really good. Got a lot of good people, and we do a lot of good things for the community. I know there's a lot of things out here right now in the fire service community that are going to be hard to resist. They're going to be things that there may be some pressure brought about the district, but this community really appreciates its local fire department, and that could change in a heartbeat. And I think that would be too bad for the community. And you guys are the community's representatives, and you need to feel that heartbeat. We've talked about a strategic plan. Part of that strategic plan really does need to be a reach out to the community and find out what they want before you guys move forward. I think that's got to be really important. The finance thing, it is what it is. With our new environment out here, who knows what's going to happen and who knows when that's going to change. And right now, you're in a great position to ride this out for a ways. Hopefully, things will change for the battery department. We'll start stepping up again and put things back in place. But you guys are in a great position, and I would hope that you would use that to your advantage and be able to even build during this time when everybody else is kind of slacking off. So I know that I'm probably going to have to make a speech later in the week, and some of this will be duplicated. But right now, I want to say thank you to the Board of Commissioners, past and present. It's been an interesting 34 years. The last 7 years as fire chief have been something that I don't know I had planned for. And now that it's over, yes, I think there would have been things that I'd gone back and changed, but it is what it is. You live life, and whatever goes past you, you just keep in the back of your memory, and you try not to do the bad things again. So thank you guys. Please do the community good service by looking out for their best interests, and that's all I got to say.
Okay. Commissioner comments?
Well, I want to thank you, Chief, for helping me grow and learn some things about the fire department, things that, and the workings of the whole system that I had no knowledge of before, even though I thought maybe I knew more by sitting in on some of the commissioner meetings over the years. But I really appreciate that, and thank you for the opportunity to work with you and accomplish a number of things together.
Well, I appreciate your time, and I've been here for the whole time you've been here, and it's not just the last 7 years as commissioner, or as with you as fire chief and me commissioner, but the last 35 years or for almost that you've been here, even starting out and putting up with snowmen in your office and fire hydrants and people putting your house up for sale and all that stuff. But like you said, we've worked through a lot of issues. We've had a lot of discussions about what should and shouldn't happen, and what we should have done and maybe done differently. And we both learned, and you've been a tremendous help to me as a commissioner to keep me on the straight and narrow, and sometimes keep me from saying things out loud. And I really appreciate that. And I appreciate your mentorship throughout my whole career, even when you first started. And I appreciate your professionalism, your service, all that.
Thanks, Jim.
Any other comments? So I believe that since we didn't have any questions or issues about the contract, that the executive session will be canceled. No need. So with that, we will adjourn the meeting.
I wanted to make a comment beyond that I guess we have a snow aisle, something that will be something like this coming up on the 6th.
Yes.
And so they'll be sending us the information, and wherever we happen to be at, we can attend that as we will, right?
Yes.
Do you have any more knowledge about what might be involved in that?
No, I've seen only what you've probably seen, emails, and the latest one. Just
if you want to come in and hook up like this, you can. If you want to do it from home, just let us know what works best for you.
That was the 6th?
The 6th, yes.
Yeah, you should have gotten an email about it. If you didn't,
from Randy Woolery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll probably do it from home. But
yeah, me too.
Okay.
Okay. Any other comments, questions, answers? So with that, we'll adjourn the meeting at 19:18.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Have fun over
Yes.
there.
Have a good evening.